it's Honey again. Sorry I didn't do an update video for last month, but it's just been crazy with Pride, GIC, all these tests and consultants appointments for my surgery. It's just been absolutely mental, so I didn't have time to really film much. I also took time out to visit my boyfriend as well for a long weekend, so it's just been absolutely non-stop, and even today I'm just filming this short update video before going off to the dentist. So life all in preparation for my surgery. So I just want to tie up a few bits from a previous video. In the last video I said I had an appointment with the GIC. I went to that. It was about as much done as I thought it would be. I had that doctor that I don't particularly like because he just doesn't listen to a word you say, and as usual he just sort of made assumptions and doesn't really listen to what you're saying. I got a right ticking off from him about my blood work. I brought my previous set of results, so not the ones that I've just had done yesterday, but the set before that from July or June, and he was not happy because I didn't have them in a printout form. I'd only been able to get them in note form over the phone because my doctor's surgery doesn't. You have to request results now via email. You can't all ring up and just get them read to you. You can't just do what I used to do, which is walk in and just have them print them out for me. I take them away in paper form and can take them with me. So I got a right ticking off because my doctors wouldn't give me the results the way that he wanted, which was great. In his defence, he did write to them afterwards and say that he wants this set of tests done and that he wants it done, you know, and he wants the results sent to him or physically given to me in future. But yeah, I had to bear the brunt of his disappointment. Anyway, something useful that did come out of that is basically, as you know, I'm trying to make progress with my GRC paperwork for gender recognition certificate paperwork. He's basically, like I said, all my paperwork's being tied up with that, but also when I get my face done I'm going to need to send a lot of my paperwork, like my passport and driving licence, back off to get the picture renewed and to get them updated again. And the thing with that is that, you know, I can't do both at once, and he basically said if I want to apply for my GRC certificate it's best to wait until I've had as many surgeries as possible anyway, or at least one. Because it all helps to add to your argument that, you know, you should be granted a gender recognition certificate. So I have collated as much as I'm going to collate for now, and I'm just putting it on hold basically until I've had this surgery and recovered. So yeah, it's all gone. That was a useful outcome from it. I updated them on what's going on with me. Nothing really useful come of it apart from that one suggestion. They will support my progress towards getting it, but you know, that's kind of what they're there for, so I would hope that would have been the answer. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory really. As I said, I've had a set of bloods done recently based off of my current medications, which I did a roundup up in my last video. But yeah, I'm on a 100 patch and a 75 patch of Everol twice a week. I've been feeling really good on that. The progesterone's out the window and I'm still on my usual blocker, and I've been feeling really good. So hopefully the blood work will reflect good estrogen results. My testosterone's always good, but hopefully my estrogen levels will be a bit higher and have a new average. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, and hoping just to carry on with that, and hoping that'll be my new stable dose. On the surgery front, a lot has happened. I've had my additional consultation with Dr. Keith Altman. In the previous video, I'd already had my second consultation with the nose surgeon, Dr. Simon Watts. So between them they got together and they have decided on a date, which they asked me if was acceptable. And last video I was worried that it might not even happen this year, and in fact it's happening much sooner than I could have hoped for. Recording this, we're now on September 9th and my surgery is now scheduled in for October 11th. So yeah, it's just not out of the blue, but obviously, but a much better date than I would have originally hoped for. That's all gone. It's all moving forward really quick, which is why I've been so busy. I've had a consultation, which was detailed in the last video with Simon. All I need to do with him is sign the consent forms, which he does the day before, because I will already be at Nuffield Hospital, where I've already seen Dr. Keith Altman again. He's going to, I've already done my consent forms with him. I've paid, and I've had my beam cone x-ray and my dental x-ray, which was an experience in itself. It's if you suffer with claustrophobia or anything like that, you won't like it. It's literally a tiny little machine that x-rays your head, and it's like this close from your face, and it turns around the top of your head, and you have to bite down on a little thing to hold your head where they want it. And yeah, this thing spins around your head slowly. I had to take all my earrings out, all metal items, because it can leave a blur on the scan, which is fine. This isn't an MRI, it is a CT x-ray basically, but it leaves a blur. So earrings out, necklace off. I had my hair up like I've got it up now with my metal clip and the wooden stick through it. I tried to leave the wooden stick in and keep my hair up because I said that won't be a problem. They said no, it's fine. I did that, and the machine came around and hit the back of caught the back of my ponytail hair thing and pulled my head round, so I still had to take it down, which didn't impress me because I was off to see the boyfriend after that. I'd sort of scheduled it all together. It was a hell of a weekend. I went from my home to East Grinstead, from Victoria Hospital in East Grinstead, from East Grinstead to see Keith for my final consultation and to sign the consent forms and pay everything, and then from there I went off to Wales to see the boyfriend. So it was a hell of a day, and yeah, it's all been moving forward, and it still continues even now. I'm doing prep work. I'm filming this video just before I go off to the dentist, because some of this work that they're doing happens from within my mouth, especially the work on the chin. They come down, they operate from within the mouth, so there's no scars externally. Because of this, I've got to have really good dental hygiene, so I've got to go and see the dentist today in order to get my dental hygiene updated and my teeth all cleaned, so they've got a clean environment to work in. It minimises the risks of infection, which all makes sense, but it's just something else to be aware of. If you're a bit squeamish about dentists and things, maybe get on top of it as quick as possible and get all your dental stuff up to date as well, so that you've got a better chance of healing without risk of infection and stuff. As I've already said, it's dated for the 11th of October. I've got to be there on the 10th, and I'll be off from the 9th of October, and I've arranged with work that I'll be off from the 9th through to the 10th of November. This should be enough time for me to recover. Dr. Altman seems to think it'll be 2 to 3 weeks before I'm able to go back to work. I don't think it will be. I have a history of being quite a slow healer, and I've had major surgery before, and I've had a scar split open before, so as I've already detailed previously, it's a worry. I am a slow healer, so I'm going to take the extra week and possibly more. I have warned work that, you know, I might be it might take an additional week after that. But yeah, it's all happening, and yeah, I'm really happy and nervous, obviously, but really happy that it's happening, and that it's happening so quick as well. It gives me less time to like procrastinate and panic about things and worry about things that I can't control. So I'm really happy with that. Also in my previous video I was saying about how I've gotten the new hair, gone to a new laser hair clinic, and how I'm getting the GIC support for that. I've been to 2 sessions now since, and I've still yet to have the support funding come through, so I'm just paying for them myself like I was previously. However, it's I don't know, I don't wish to seem too down, but last week I really was. Last Saturday I was in I had an appointment there, my second one, and I was just feeling really dysphoric anyway, and because I let it grow for like 2 days, and that never makes me feel good. It's not so much that you can see it, because there isn't anything to see, but it's the texture of it. It's not so much how it looks, it's how it feels, and I can't stand it. And that's what really triggers me, is the fact that I can feel this horrible, disgusting hair. You know, that just shouldn't be there. And I went along, and she was having a poke around my face and having a look at what was there, and she was just saying, like, so many of these hairs are coming through and there's no pigment in them, they're really clear. I assume, you know, it's just, you know, that I'm just losing pigmentation. One, as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm 34, which is a bit early to be having my hair changing colour, but that and the fact that it was already light anyway, and the repeated laser treatments are bleaching the hair, so it's becoming less and less effective. She did suggest that they can do a dye on it, but the trouble is, it's like this special dye that you put on beforehand a couple of days, and as the hair grows through the skin it picks up the pigmentation, therefore making the laser more effective again, but it would literally darken the whole area that you're trying to treat, and I can't handle that. I did ask her if it was something I could do on like a Thursday night after work, and then just wear it for like the Thursday night into the Friday, through the Friday into the Saturday, and would it work? And she said probably it's not long enough, you need to leave it on for a good few days and have the hair really grow through the dye and pigmentation. And I was just like, I can't cope with that. So we're gonna do a few more. She changed up the laser to, you know, maximal settings and everything she went through, and she was really good about it. I mean, she was so good, so supportive, and that. But yeah, it doesn't look great, and I might just end up on electrolysis going forward, which is a much slower, much more arduous progress. Plus, it gives me spots as well. So yeah, it could be it, you know. And I'm still haven't had my funding come through yet. So yeah. They send through, I've had all the paperwork that says I've got the funding, she's filled out her bit, she's sent it off, and it's been like 6 weeks to 2 months now. So we'll see, but yeah, that's how that is. And then I'm not going to make any promises about filming videos in October and into November, when obviously I'm going to be off with my face. So if I do a video, it'll be when I've healed up. I'm not going to be documenting much of my surgery and my recovery. There's other people out there that have done better versions of that than me. I'm just going to show you like before and after. So I've got the stills from that, and I'll mix them in with the new ones once I've healed up, and do a video about that and the differences. And finally, as well, I said I was going to Pride. I did attend Pride. So there's going to be some pictures and a little bit of video tacked onto that about Pride and how that went, and it was a really good day. So, but I'll let the final part of the video explain that. So, thank you very much for watching. Sorry it's another brief update, but it's all go. I will try once I'm all healed up to show the differences, and to document anything that I think you might need to know about, like surprises and things and changes that it might be useful, and just bits of information. If you've got any questions yourselves about facial feminisation surgery and things like that, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll catch you around. Bye! Hello, I've just come out of Pride in Margate. it was a good march. I had a good time. I walked with the RCN for my local hospital again, which is the Royal College of Nursing, hence the outfit. I had a really good time, and so did everyone else, I think. And yeah, it was a great day. A big turnout despite of the really bad weather and the weather warnings about the wind. It was extremely windy. I still don't regret going in spite of the bad weather, and wearing latex wasn't as cold as you would think even in that. As long as the sun was on me, it was alright. Otherwise, when that wind whipped by, it took all your body heat away and it was a bit much, but otherwise it was good. It's good to be out among the people and your own people and things like that, and there was a good turnout of trans and other LGBT folks as well, so yeah, it was a nice day. I don't think this makeup is going to be a recurring look, but it was quite good for today. Probably could have gone a bit crazier, but yeah, it was good, and I had fun. So I have no idea what video this will be tagged on the back of, but I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching. Bye.